So I saw one battle after another the other day, and I cannot stop thinking about this movie. This was so unexpected. I didn't really know much about the movie. I knew Paul Thomas Anderson directed it. I knew Leonardo DiCaprio was in it. I know it has Sean Penn, Benicio del Toro. I knew it was getting pretty good reviews, but I didn't know what. I didn't literally know anything it was about. I didn't even see the trailer before I watched this movie, but I saw it was getting all this buzz, and so I was like, you know what, I want to go check this out. And man, am I glad I did. First of all, my favorite movie of the year so far has changed like five times. And look, it's great, but it's like, this has been a great year for movies so far. I think this might be my favorite now. Like, it's between this and Sinners. I don't know. They're fighting for the number one spot. I honestly don't know. Like, there's just been so many great movies. I recently saw The Long Walk as well, which I really, really enjoyed. And so, just some really good stuff lately. But anyway, let's talk about this movie now. This was awesome. This was so good. I'm gonna be honest. I haven't seen too many Paul Thomas Anderson films. I need to watch more. There Will Be Blood has been on my watch list for the longest time. But yeah, I like Licorice Pizza. I saw it a couple years ago. I didn't love it from what I remember, but I did enjoy it. And so yeah, I just didn't know what to expect going in. I had high expectations and they were exceeded. This movie was everything. This was so good. I just can't. All the acting is incredible. Like Leo, I think he's definitely going to get nominated. He might win. I don't know. There's just been so many great performances this year as well. So I don't know, but he's definitely getting nominated. Chase Infinity, who is a newcomer, she was incredible. I don't know if this was her first project, but I hadn't heard of her before. But she was incredible in this movie. She was so good. Sean Penn was doing a crazy RFK Jr. impression. Is it RFK or RFK Jr.? I'm not sure, whichever one is which. But doing an incredible impression of him. Regina Hall. She wasn't in it all that much. I would have liked a bit more of her, but she was great. Tiana Taylor was amazing. She was so good in the start of this movie. Spoilers, by the way, there will be spoilers for the film, but she was so good in the start. For what she had, and so good. Like I don't want to see her in a rape, but anyway, let's actually talk about the film. So the film was about a rebel group who sort of I don't know too much about Antifa, so I'm not going to get too much into that. But it's sort of, I guess, like that. Like it's a rebel group, right? Standing up against an oppressive government. They mention abortion bans, things like that, right? And they just, I guess, terrorism. I'm not sure. Like activism, extremist activism, right? Where they are blowing up buildings and stuff like that, and using guns and taking people prisoner. So a rebel group, pretty much. But yeah, so the movie starts off with Leonardo DiCaprio as part of this group. He gets into a relationship with Tiana Taylor's character. Tiana Taylor has an affair with Sean Penn, Sergeant Lockjaw, which what a name, which what a name. But who is like he's a sergeant, right? And she sort of kidnaps him in the start. And this is a freaky movie. A lot of freaky stuff happens, and I mean sexually freaky. I mean that scene where she tells him to get up and she get up, and tries to get up, and she says, "Not your legs," and then she forces him to get an erection. It's insane. But anyway, so her character and Lockjaw have an affair, and she gets pregnant, has the baby. She's with Leo. Leo thinks it's his baby, obviously, and it's a lesser movie would have made that like a plot twist later on in the film, but this movie, from the start, this is his this is Lockjaw's baby. You know what I mean? This is his kid. And there's some speculation I've seen on Twitter whether or not. Look, it might not be speculation. This might have been maybe I missed it. That Leo already knew because of that scene in the grocery store where Lockjaw comes up to him and says, "Did you have a baby? What's her name? Boy or a girl?" Stuff like that. And he says he loves black women. Oh my god! It talks about how much he loves black women to Leo, and then he has a look on his face which I think he speculates it. But either way, something so beautiful about the film is that Leo's character, I'm forgetting Bob. I don't know what his first name was, but I know his new name was Bob. Bob doesn't care. That's his kid, and so he raises that kid, and it's so beautiful. Their relationship is incredible. Their dynamic, Leo's and Tiana's, not Tiana's. Sorry, Chase Infinity's, Willa. Bob and Willa's relationship is so amazing in this movie. Oh, I was like nearly in tears at the end. Look, recently, it's not hard to get me to cry in movies, get teary, but at the end of this film, I was tearing up. Like when they walk around the corner and she doesn't recognize him at first, it's like, baby, it's me. After she's, slammed the brakes and killed that guy who was part of the Christmas agency club, whatever it was called, something like that, like a white nationalist, white supremacist group that Lockjaw was trying to join. Um, there's a lot in this movie, and I don't have a lot of time to talk about it, but yeah, it's just so much crazy stuff happens. But it's a very political movie, obviously, very, very timely. I loved it. I don't know what people on the other side of the political spectrum are gonna think of it, but I loved it, and I think maybe it will start some conversations, and maybe I don't think so because it sort of does just make a mockery of the other side, which is, I don't know how they're gonna feel about that, but I loved it. I loved it, but it was great. It was such a great time in the movies. That last scene, like the final chase sequence between Willa and the member of the CAC, the Christmas Association thing, was chasing her down over those hills, was so tense and so insane. And it was so awesome to see her in that third act really take action and just be a fucking badass. I mean, like, I'm not trying to be like, I'm not trying to, what's the word, skip over like how much of a terrifying situation that is by just saying, wow, she's so cool. But like, she was being really fucking awesome, you know what I mean? And so that was very smart as well, the way she slammed the brakes on and got out, didn't waste any time unloading bullets into him. And then to watch Leo, come out behind her, and then they have that moment at the end. It's so beautiful. And he knows, I think he knows that it's not his kid, but he doesn't care. And she knows as well. And she doesn't care. That's her dad, and that's his daughter. And I thought that was so beautiful. And yeah, Lockjaw's ending, pretty pretty fucked up. I thought he was dead after he got shotgun in the face. Which, by the way, that shocked me. I did not see that coming at all. To see him just get shot in the face. I mean, at that moment, I thought he was dead. Obviously, like everybody else did. And so to see him alive again with that giant scar on his face, and then just get immediately gassed out because they found out about his interracial relationship, which they didn't care about. Even though he said it was forced, which it wasn't. Even though he said that, I don't think they would have cared if it was or not. You know what I mean? They still would have killed him because it happened, because that's just the kinds of pieces of shit they are. But yeah, what a great movie. What a great, great movie. I can't wait to watch it again. It's 3 hours long. It does not feel like it. I'm not joking. This felt like 40 minutes. This genuinely felt like 40 minutes. Benicio del Toro was amazing. He was barely in it though, but he was so good. What a great time at the movies. What a great time that was. Yeah, so if you have not seen One Battle After Another yet, go check it out. It's well worth it. It's a great story. It's so entertaining. The acting's amazing. The cinematography is beautiful. The music's electric. Just so many great moments. It's funny as well. There's a lot of really funny, great moments. It's really great. Go check it out. What a great time in the movies. It may be my favorite. It's definitely either my favorite or my second favorite. I think it's going to get nominated for a lot of Oscars. I'm not sure what ones it's going to win. I don't know if it's going to win Best Picture because of its message, or I don't know how many people are going to resonate with that or whatever. But what side of the political spectrum it's on. But still, great time at the movies. Go check it out if you have not. One Battle After Another. So, so good. I think Leo, I don't know. I got to see some more male actors this year, but I think Leo might get the win. I'm not sure. But yeah, great, great movie. Go check out One Battle After Another if you have not. But anyway, that's my review. Thank you guys for watching. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed. Leave a comment down below. Let me know your thoughts, and I'll see you guys next time.